Hey guys, Magnus Robert here, bringing you another little mini event versus video. So today we're going to be versing Foodie Fight against the When the Bough Breaks. So obviously one from this year, one from last year, which roughly came out about the same time of their respective years. So both of these events I think are not evenly matched, I'll say that. I really liked When the Bough Breaks, and Foodie Fight I think was just very meh. Meh to bad. It's tricky because there are some things I do love from the Foodie Fight update, but we'll get into it. So starting off, we've got our super premiums. So obviously we had for Foodie Fight, we had the Chili Blasters with the animation with Homer. So you get the Chili Blasters building, and then it obviously comes with an animation with Homer, versus obviously When the Bough Breaks, which was Big Baby Barney with Lullabies. So Chili Blasters, I think as the building on its own, actually doesn't look too bad. It is a nice looking building. I like the sign, I like the colours, it pops out. The animation though just is not worth the price that you're paying. Lullabies I think is a pretty standard building, but it does look quite nice. And Big Baby Barney is a decent-ish costume. Again, I think both of these are overpriced. Don't get me wrong, I don't like super premiums most of the time, but I think one thing that Big Baby Barney did was actually add a combo, and that was the first time they did it, and I really do enjoy this aspect. I'd much prefer them to do a combo, so it's a little bit more worth it, rather than just giving us one character or one costume, so I have to give the win to that, obviously. Chili Blasters just was an absolute rip-off. I think that's one of the worst super premiums we've ever got, to be honest. Moving on, we got our premium combo. So we got Scotty Boom, or was it Tyler Boom? I don't even remember. That's how memorable these characters are. I think it's Tyler Boom with the Springfield Barbecue Festival. Now, I don't like the character, if you can guess. I don't even remember his name, to be honest. But I think his animations are crappy. The character's just crappy overall. But the building he comes with, the Springfield Barbecue Festival, is an awesome-ass building. I love this building. It's huge. You can kind of put roads kind of all around it. You can kind of do like a little roundabout inside of it. It's just such a lovely big ass building, and I love this building so much. I think if I was just versing the two buildings for the premium combo, I would definitely give this one a win by a long shot. And then we have Hudson. I love Hudson, so I think he's got two great animations, but obviously both of them are with Maggie, and I would have wished that one of them was independent of Maggie, and that's my only criticism of the character, but both those animations are awesome, the two animations he has with her. I know he's a Maggie-oriented character, and obviously most players will get Maggie. She is a character that's free to get, although she does take a little bit to get. She is still available for all players, but yeah, I just would have liked it if he had one independent animation. Maybe down the line they could maybe give him a third one. That could be cool. And then the building he comes with is the Center for Preemptive Education. I think it's okay. It's a nice enough building. It's not bad. It's not good. It's just I wouldn't say it's meh. It's kind of like meh. It's okay. It's just an okay. It's a step above meh, but I wouldn't say it's great. It's obviously building wise the barbecue festival beats it out, so I really have to, and obviously Hudson beats out Scotty or Tyler, whatever the heck his name is. It's Tyler, I think it is. Obviously he beats Tyler, so I have to kind of just weigh which one I think is more worthwhile. And because the Preemptive Education Center is obviously not a bad building, I'm gonna have to give it to Hudson, and I think this one was a bit tight-ish, just because I really do love that barbecue festival, but I think as a package, Hudson and the center he comes with is just better. Then, of course, we have the prize track, so both of them actually had a pretty decent structure, I would say. You know how I like to have the character as the final prize, and I like there to be a building or a significant decoration at the start. So I think both of these events actually have a really great structure. So I think really I can't base it on structure. I have to actually break it down in terms of items, because I could never give the point based on the structure alone. Pretending that the items don't exist, or I can maybe pretend what type of items they are. I can't base it off that. So let's go and break it down. So characters / costumes. So obviously we've got Scotty Boom versus Courtney. This one I think is actually a little bit tough because I think both are okay, you know? I think both are actually pretty decent translations to the game. But for me personally, I think the one that just had a bit more interest in me was Courtney. I do think this one is the closest one it is, and if you want to give it to Scotty Boom, then I wouldn't blame you, because I think he's not terrible. He's got a decent questline as well. But yeah, just for me, I'm just about giving the edge to Courtney. Then building wise, we obviously have two for Foodie Fight. This is the Taco Italiano and obviously the Barbecue Battle Booth. Now, I don't like this as a building. It's a really crappy interior. It just doesn't look right. It just looks so stupid in the town, so I hate this building. This one, though, is pretty nice. I have no major complaints about this one. It's pretty cool. Then, obviously, we have the Hudson's or Courtney's house, which is this one here. Really nice looking house, for sure. I love the look of it. I like it when we get kind of different looking mansions or different looking kind of, you know, fancy houses. And this one definitely stands out from other houses we got in the past, so that's good. And the Jog and Stroller which is just a, you know, fine building. If I was versing a Taco Italiano against the Jog and Stroller, I'd obviously give it to Taco Italiano. But if I was versing Taco Italiano against Courtney's little house, I probably would give it to the Courtney's house, to be honest. So, if you couldn't guess, obviously I'm going to give that to When the Bough Breaks buildings, just because when the Bough Breaks buildings are, you know, both of them are way better. This one lets it down for sure. And then decos, we've got the hot dog maker, which I know a lot of people don't like this decoration, but I kind of love the brutality of it and the gruesomeness of it. I don't mind this. The rocket pigs, I just don't care about. It's a meh. But the hot dog maker, I don't care. I love this decoration. And then we got the sand tropes as a decoration, and we've also got the, oh no, not responsible for injuries park, is it's called. I like both of these. There's an argument for them to be buildings, but they are parks, so I think it's okay. But both of them are great. I love both of those so much. And I think they're kind of elevated decorations. I like both of these on their own above the hot dog maker, so obviously I have to give it to that. But shout out to the hot dog maker, it's not bad. So obviously the winner is When the Bough Breaks. There was absolutely no competing here. It was a complete wipeout. It was a bigger wipeout than Red Alert versus what was it? New Year, New You. Because I think Red Alert won. Did Red Alert win decorations? Yeah. So yeah, it's a bigger wipeout than that. Yeah, it's such a solid update When the Bough Breaks. And I don't hate Foodie Fight. Like I don't despise it, but it is a very, you know, underwhelming update for sure. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Tell me your thoughts on this little video, and maybe if you disagree with some of my picks, let me know. Obviously next week, I forget who we're versing, but that will be interesting, whatever it is. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. My long-term plan for this is eventually I will verse all the updates against each other. So I'll do the winner of the first update of the year versus the winner of the second update of the year. So what will that be? That will be New Year, New You versus Springfield Choppers, I think. So that will be interesting. Yeah, why not? And I like just doing it in this presentation form. It's simple, it's easy, it's a little bit more interesting to look at as well, compared to the Battle of the Best Events. And I mean, this series might not be too popular, we'll see. We'll see how far I go with it, but yeah, if you do enjoy, please do share the video, because the more views it gets, the more likely I am to continue. Anyway, thanks for watching, goodbye.